Welcome to the GDSS Manguno Press Club.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Our able and hardworking principal, the vice admin and academics, my respected teachers, other school management, and my dear colleagues, good morning. We stand before you in this beautiful morning, ordered to recite a brief history is written by Diop. My name is Hadiza Muhammad, and next to me is Hawa Lawan Saleh, who is going to tell us a brief history of poets. And next to Hawa Lawan Saleh is also Muhammad Bakura Shuari, who will recite a poem for us. We have Ibrahim Mustafa, who is also going to learn us with some of suggested themes found in the poem. Finally, Muhammad Ibrahim is also going to paraphrase or rather enlighten us with the message associated with the poem.
Africa is written by the Afro-French poet David Diop, who was born in France in the year 1927 and died in 1960. His father is a Senegalese, while his mother is a Cameroonian. Although he died at a young age in a plane crash and had only published one collection of poems, whose diploma in 1956. He had already become one of the most notable farmers in which he expressed the history of colonialism and expresses hope for a post-colonial. My name is Hawa Lawan Saleh.
Africa, my Africa. Africa of proud warriors in ancestral savannas. Africa of whom my grandmother sings on the banks of the distant river. I have never known you, but your blood flows in my veins. Your beautiful black blood that irrigates the field. The blood of your sweat, the sweat of your work, the work of your slavery, the slavery of your children. Africa, tell me, Africa, is this your back that is bent? This back that never breaks under the weight of humiliation? This back trembling with rest scars and saying yes to the whip under the midday sun? But a grave voice answers to me in future style, that tree young and strong, that tree over there, splendidly alone amidst white and faded flowers. That is your Africa, springing up anew, springing up patiently, abstinently, whose fruit bit by bit acquire the bitter taste of liberty. Thank you.
David Diop. David Diop's Africa is a pure poem that explores the theme of colonialism, violence, patriotism, and the loss of identity. The poem highlights the effects of colonialism on African people. And colonialism means control by one country over another areas and its people, with the aims of economic dominance, violence, injustice, or wrongdoing on people by causing destruction, harm, pain, and suffering. Patriotism is when one loves and shows loyalty to his or her country, and despite living in France, David Diop still has feeling and esteem regard for Africa. Loss of identity. Loss of identity is when your culture, language, and belief started to fade away as a result of other people's influence.
The poem Africa, which is also regarded as Africa, my Africa, is definitely an outstanding poem that requires each and every literature classes to embrace and use it. Because the poem teaches patriotism. And it is obvious to all of us that most Nigerians are not patriotic because of our present devastating picture. The poem also reminds and educates us on the kind of hardship and suffering encountered by our ancestors in the hands of our colonizers. We are physically free, but systematically we are colonized by allowing the West to fill our pocket with debt. And this grants them a special license to control us. Similarly, the poem teaches us the great loss of our culture and costume, manner and mannerism, our moral and morality. My fellow Nigerians, we have to behave as Nigerians or Africans. Assimilation of our dominance is copyright, and it will never suit us. We saw silver lining when the poem teaches us hope, and as Nigerians, most of us are hopeless. And it takes nothing to attain the prosperous future. All we need to do as Nigerians is to persevere, endure, and remain persistent on whatever we do. And most importantly, back everything with prayers. Thank you for listening. Thank you once again, and we are looking forward to having you in our next presentations.